Alright, now, I hope I'm not forgetting about somebody or leaving. Oh shit, you didn't see that, did ya? Fuck, man, I gotta do more videos with the hat off, cause I don't want you getting too used to the fucking... I almost shit my pants when Shoe Nice fucking, I damn near had a heart attack when he took his hat off, and you know how it is, the fucking, King of the Hill shit. I know a bunch of people like that, man. I ain't trying to be like that, dude. I'm not trying to be one of those dudes. Maybe I gotta start wearing my hat like this. So, back to what I was talking about. Right now, I'm building up content on my channel. I'm trying to get it built up and get that all built. So, until then, I have a couple channels that I can refer you to. These are I want to say like top 3, but I don't want to friggin', there might be somebody I'm leaving out or something. So here's 3 channels I can refer you to with a lot of good ideas and a lot of content and a lot of fucking shit. Okay? Number 1, King Human. You need to know who King Human is. You need to bow down to King Human because he really is one of the top interterrestrial people that came to, you know, show us like a better way or something. No, he's like King Human is okay, like King Human, he's ballin', he claims he's rich, and I believe that because he basically, I mean, he broke it down like how he first started. He basically did like the work of 3 people. He got himself in a situation where he did the work of 3 people and he did it like around the clock and busted his ass and made a bunch of money, which is a good way to make money when you're young and you still have that energy and you don't really know no better in life and you're kind of still, you can go work a lot. Like the fishing boats, that's one good thing, you know, I did that. It really sucked for me bad. But, you know, I'm kind of a pussy, and, fucking, mainly it's like, dude, the sleep thing, that was the thing about the boat. I need, like, 8 hours of sleep a night. I prefer that. I can do 7 or whatever like that, but the boat thing, the maximum amount of sleep you can possibly get, since you work 16-hour shifts, is, by the time you eat and shit, and counting the time when you wake up in the morning, the most you're ever gonna get is, like, 5 hours. And we used to fuck around and like, I don't even know why I did the shit, but, you know, my grandpa just told, you know, when, you gotta watch what people say, when people tell you things like your grandpa or something, sometimes they're just fucking telling you some random shit. That's why a lot of times they won't tell you too much about your life, because they probably know how kids are and younger people, and you tell them something and they somehow go and do the same thing. But he used to be like, yeah, we used to stay up, you know, playing cards and just get 2 hours of sleep a night for fun. And then next thing you know, I was doing that. I was watching like a movie or 2 at night. It's just stupid shit. I don't know. It's here. It's not here or there. It's kind of maybe you're like testing yourself. I don't know. When you're young, I don't know what it is. It's one of those things. Watch out though. Don't take it too literally when people tell you. Some of that shit can get you into trouble. But there's that. There's like wildland firefighting over here where we are. There's different shit. Mainly if you want to get some money and you're young, it's easy to get on those fishing boats. And they have big processors where they work 12-hour shifts, 12 and 12. And you want to be working at least 12 if you're going to be up there working. But the processor ships, they pay you kind of like minimum wage. And I think overtime after 8, so it adds up to a good amount. About the same as the plants. But we were on a trawler catcher processor, so we made a percentage. And get ready if you're going to go on one of those, because, dude, you have to work. Like, when all the guys around you are all making a percentage, you're getting paid on a percentage basis. You need to chip the fuck in, dude. And sick days? What the fuck is a sick day, man? I've never seen nobody... I still worked when I had a broken arm on the boat for a week, and we couldn't get in because... I guess it wasn't important enough to, you know, drop me off on the shore, because it takes a lot of gas and shit to get over and turn the boat and stop fishing, and, oh, we gotta take homeboy Chris into the fucking hospital, you know, and, so, yeah, the fishing boat thing, it's a good way to make money. If you're young, it's easy to get on the boats, you know, Fisherman's Finest in Seattle, Washington. Hit them up. I don't want to say they'll take anybody, but you have to work. You have to be willing to work. And here's a tip on getting a job. This is how I knew people who lived in Mexico. This kid who was like, he's like, yeah, man, my job right now is like making bricks. I have this little brick factory with me and a homie, and we sit there and mix dirt and mud. And he was telling me how much they sell them for, and it wasn't much, and they make a couple bucks a day. And that was like his job. And I was like, how the hell why are you up here? Like, how'd you end up doing that? And he's like, man, he's like, I think he called, like, he's like, I called every day, bro, like every single day. And eventually they like hooked me up. That's a lot of times, a lot of jobs, that's what they require. Like, they ignore you until you've been in there. It seems really stupid too that I never got this idea. If someone doesn't tell you from like a business's standpoint, you wouldn't even believe it, because you're just like, that's so fucking annoying and stupid. Like, why doesn't that just, it makes you feel like an idiot kind of, but that's just something that works. Don't worry about what it feels like or what it is, why it is like that. But if you go to a job and keep applying and keep hitting them up every day, eventually a lot of times they'll hire you. So, you know, fishing, firefighting, all that shit. Okay, King Human. He's rich. He has a lot of stuff. He'll like just put stuff out there for you to try. That's the thing about him. He doesn't necessarily do everything, because otherwise, what's he gonna... I mean, he doesn't have time. He's just one dude. He doesn't have time to try all these out. But his thing is, he'll hand it off to you and say, hey, check this out for yourself and see if it's something, you know, because he gets a lot of people send him stuff because he's pretty big. It's a pretty big deal. So a lot of people send him shit. He knows a lot of shit. He's out there researching because he's a really smart dude. So when you're smart like that, you're always looking for new stuff and researching. And, you know, that's one thing you if you don't do that, you need to get in the habit of being more dynamic and being more growing, expanding your mind, looking for things, finding them, doing them, making money. Or at least, if you can't, his thing is maybe he finds it and he can't make money on it, but he says, hey, let me go ahead and just like pass that on to a friend. That's why networking is like really cool, because a lot of times you'll have people that come up on deals and stuff, and they'll be like, you know, I can't really take advantage of this right now, but I know someone who can. I'm going to call up fucking my buddy and pass it along to him. And it just kind of goes like that. If you're in a small town, you can really work that shit. That's why there's some big time ballers in little towns. Just look around, like every little ass town will have ballin' ass fools that are making good money. I mean, we got a guy in town that owns like 10,000 homes, rentals. Okay, so King Human, Matthew Lesko, question mark guy. Definitely check him out. He's putting out more YouTube videos than I think anyone on YouTube. He's putting out content like a fucking maniac, dude. The dude puts out like 8 videos a day. And I don't think a lot of people even know about that channel. Go watch his documentary on Vice. Go check him out. The guy is a fucking genius, man. Like, he's a money-making machine. He got rich off of going down and getting free information from Washington, because I think he lived in Washington, D.C., and he went and got the free budget information on the programs and got rich off that. And he is always, that's the type of guy that is. He's a fucking hustler to the core. So same as King Human, everything applies to Lesko. Then, another one, if you're already in, those two, King Human you probably know about. Lesko you probably don't know about. You're probably not watching him right now. And then, of course, you got, like, Glenn and Cameron as far as, like, the hustling, picking YouTube reselling, basically the whole resell, thing. He was one of, like, he's just one of the big guys on that. He's got like hundreds of hours of content damn near on his friggin' channel. So just in that respect, he's a beast, and it's good content. It's worth watching. You will get a lot out of it. So, yeah, those are 3 that I like that I can refer you to, that if you're just coming on the channel or whatever, I know I have a lot of people, some of the people that I know personally in off YouTube that I'm sending over to the channel. I know you guys, you probably don't know who any of those 3 guys are. So, that right there, take note. I'll put the links in the description. Go to those channels, analyze what that data. Analyze the data. Okay.